So that's not the only consideration if you're buying a fire extinguisher. So there are multiple types of fire extinguishers. For most things, you want what's called an ABC rated fire extinguisher. Wood, paper, trash, liquids, and electrical equipment. The ABCD covers those three, and then I think they also cover flammable metals like magnesium, titanium, things like that. Then I believe there's also a halon fire extinguisher. It's very special use. Let's not get into that. I'm not a firefighter. I am pretty good at putting fires out because I start a lot of fires. Anyhow, so the 5-pounder is my go-to. It's what I carry in most of my vehicles. Both the dump truck and the log truck have one. The fire truck have one. The Crummy usually has one, although I think the one that was in the Crummy went in the fire truck last week. So, because the one that was in the log truck put out the yard 2 weeks ago. So, that's how it goes. Use them, replace them. They're worth the money. As far as cost, let's rewind that. So this guy here is meant to be carried on your person, or, whatever. But it's also, I think it's an ABC. Not sure. It's a liquid. And it's a little bit different, but these actually work really well for small fires. The last one of this size I used was a gas fire right there. And it was going pretty good by the time I got my grubby paws on this guy, and it put it out in a hurry. I didn't know, the driving chemical ones work, but sometimes they take a little bit. That thing worked pretty good. However, that's all you got. It's not much for a bigger fire. That's why I say get the 5-pounders. The 5-pounders will take care of a decent sized fire. These little 1-pounders, they'll buy you time, but that is all. And then the smaller ones than that, the itty bitty little cylinders that are not much bigger than this, but dry chemical, fucking garbage. So, as far as cost, you're looking at, I think the 5-pounder was $50, $47.95 or something like that. I could probably look up a receipt. The 10-pounder that was sitting next to it was like $75. The 1-pounder was $20. And this little specialty guy was $12. It's $50 that will save your day. That's one of the few things I advocate everybody having in their car at all times. I have personally been involved in 4 car fires, maybe 5. 3 of them for sure, not my car, but I was the guy that had, well, the first one I didn't have a fire extinguisher. I pulled up and was trying to help, and nothing I could do, and somebody stopped with a 5-pound fire extinguisher, put it out, and then drove off like nothing happened. I kind of wanted to be that guy. So from that day on, I've always had a fire extinguisher in the car. And I've used a bunch of them, and it's money well spent. So, not to mention, on other people's cars, and like I said, I lit the Crummy on fire a couple years ago, and dump trucks and log trucks have a habit of catching on fire. Heavy equipment catches on fire. Hydraulic fluid burns real good. If you want to start a fire and diesel ain't doing it, use hydraulic fluid. Burns hot, burns long. Welding. If you're going to do any welding, have a fire extinguisher handy. Most of the fires I've been involved in have been because of welding. one reason or another, you get a little bit of oil somewhere, a little hot spark, and then next thing you know, that piece of equipment you're trying to save ain't savable. So, like I said, they're cheap. Better than having insurance. Insurance don't cover it. If if you can get it put out within a few minutes, you're good. That's my rambling story, and